Ghana where I live, nowhere, no time to believe it. It's that is where I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk.
I'm your girl MC Nads. It's The Zone, episode 3. Big things going on in today's episode. Not only do we have Ricardo Drue, we are also giving away a very beautiful basket courtesy of Planet Soca and T's gift shop. Today is a big episode, so I need people to share out this link. We have Ricardo Drue on episode 3 today, and we are also giving away a beautiful basket if you haven't seen the promo videos. To anybody in the world that answers the contest question, which we'll get to, so you have time. What up?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
All right, what's up?
What's up? Can you hear me? You're good?
Loud and clear, loud and clear, loud and clear.
I love it. Look at you. I love it. Well, welcome. It is Ricardo Drue on your screen, everybody. Welcome to The Zone, episode 3. I know we missed you in season 2 because of scheduling, so I'm so glad that you are here with us now. Thank you for being here.
Yes. Glad to be here, man. Thanks for inviting me.
Episode. Say it again.
I said thanks for the invite.
Oh, always, man. We were dying to get you on here, and so when I couldn't get you for season 2, I'm like, guys, I really need to talk to Ricardo. I need to.
Oh,
this is
man.
important. And of course, we have our giveaway that we're doing, but we'll do that later on so we can, make sure everybody gets excited for that because it's a great gift basket we're giving away, courtesy of Planet Soca and T's gift shop. So we got to give up T's gift shop a big high five for supporting us as well. So thank you.
Yeah, much respect.
How's everything? Where are you in the world right now?
I am in Florida. I'm in COVID Central, man. Oh
my God. Don't worry. Can I just tell you, Toronto is no better right now. Like, Toronto's on lockdown, and there's regions outside of Toronto that are also on lockdown. So it is no better over here. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I mean, of course, just like everybody else, we're just trying to stay safe, trying to, just make sure we can live within all the protocols and rules and not only just the rules, but just making sure my sons, everybody's safe. So, we just do what we can, man.
Yeah, of course. And you know what? Since you're talking about your children, I wanted to big up all your kids. So let me see if I got all the names right because I wrote it down. Here we go. Jaden, Caleb, Aaron, Tristan, and of course, beautiful Lily. Can't forget Lily.
Yes.
How are your kids doing? And, because we're talking about the pandemic, what's like the most maybe important message you've tried to teach them about this? Because they're so young and this is so difficult to explain. How are they? And what is maybe the most valuable lesson you've tried to teach them during this time?
They're good. They're good. Of course, for my 4 sons are here in Florida and my daughter she's in Trinidad. So, of course, it's hard for me to say, well, I can go to Trinidad and see my daughter and then come back given all the restrictions. But one of the most important lessons I've been able to teach them at this present moment is patience. They want to go out and they want to go to Sky Zone and they want to go to Disney and they want to go here, and Lily wants to come over here and see her brothers and so many other things. But at this point, there's so many restrictions, there's so many unknowns and so many things that are just unsafe that we just have to practice as much patience and also I try to teach them as much as possible to stay in contact with each other. Just call your sister, make sure your sister's good, and just check in on your family. So I think those are the 2 most important lessons I've taught them thus far. Well, within this pandemic.
Yeah, of course. And those are the best lessons. I love that. Your kids are so fun. I saw on your Instagram the other night, the boys were doing a Fortnite, but they were all in the house.
Yeah. It's listen. When they're in Fortnite mode, you can't get them out. You can't get them out at all.
And they're just screaming up the house, but they're all so they're all playing the same game, but they're playing each other, right?
Yep. I believe the other day Fortnite had this big event that I think they were doing a whole new season, so they had this event where you can go and play and get to the new season. So that's what they were doing, really.
Oh, I love it. Your videos, they are awesome. And we're going to get to that because I want to talk about a lot of the stuff that you post on social media. But let me get through some of these questions because I got a ton of questions for you. So my first question,
I'm ready for you.
I wanted to talk about, I know that with, the pandemic, we've been learning to pivot and change. And so, I know that with TNT, they, announced a couple months ago that they're not doing Carnival for 2021. And everybody's just been like, including me, like so sad. And I get it. I get
Right.
it. And so like when you as a professional in the industry and your team, you hear something like that because you prepare for Carnival every year. How have you guys had to sort of adapt, and are you looking and planning already for like 2022? Like what's kind of some of the organization that goes on in the background of your team for something like that?
Well, the way our team operates is we always try to think 4 to 5 years ahead.
Right.
So it's not a situation where we think for 2021 in 2020 or in 2020 in 2019 for 2020. So, we will say, okay, in 2005, we want to do this for the next 5 years.
Right.
And our goal was always to kind of just make a shift this year into just trying to change how we deliver the music, how we put the music out to people, the times we release it, trying to make it not so much about the carnival, but more about the music and take it from there. So before all of this happened, that was our goal. Our goal was to really start it from this year to really put some emphasis on it. So even though the pandemic hit, we had already started recording a lot for the next 5 years just to make sure, okay, cool, you know what? Once we get busy, once things start moving, we don't have to go sit back and say, oh man, what are we gonna do next?
Right.
So for us, it was just business as usual. Just continue to move, pull what we can out of the box, and say, all right, cool, you know what? I want to do this. Like for example, Jumbie Walk. Jumbie Walk, we finished. Now, Jumbie Walk was done in 2016. So was Homesick. Homesick was done in 2016 as well. 2017, I'm sorry. So
Wow.
with Jumbie Walk now, when we got Lil Natty and Thunder's voice and Dash's voice in June, we could have released it then, but I said to Sham, Sham, listen, let's release it for Halloween. It's that kind of song. Let's give it that kind of energy, put it out then, and just do it a little bit different from the usual. And it worked well for us. Right now, Jumbie Walk is one of the biggest songs in Grenada. Thank God. Big up Natty, Thunder, and Dash. And that's just how we do it, man. That's how we're doing it, and that's how we're doing it moving forward.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, and I love those songs. And I'm going to get to some of those questions I have about those songs. Speaking on this theme of planning, I saw that, earlier in the summer or during those months, you had done the virtual Miami Carnival, which is cool. It's a whole different experience, right?
Right.
Tell us a little bit about, do you think, or in your opinion, do you think that TNT could adopt an online carnival? Do you think that's possible, given what we know of a carnival experience to be very physical and in person?
I don't think, with all the restrictions right now, I don't think Trinidad will have a choice.
Yeah.
People are going to be looking to Trinidad to see what's going to happen within the next couple of months, especially given that this is usually carnival time, and it would be in the best interest of some of the promoters and even the government to do some things for the people in Trinidad that might be suffering around those times, to say, man, well, there's no carnival. This is what I look forward to every year, because let's face it. There are some people that look forward to going to vacation in the cabins, and then there's some people that look forward to, going camping, and then there's people that look forward to going to Carnival and
And
enjoy.
then we get real tabanka.
Yeah, so that depression is going to be really hard within this next
Yeah.
couple months. So if they're not, I would suggest that of course they start doing some virtual stuff, virtual fets, and even though it's not the same, it still gives you some kind of vibe, some kind of, okay, I could connect with my artists, I could connect with my people.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Toronto tried that. We did that this year. We did a virtual carnival, and it seemed to work. I mean, it's very different, and I get that, but I think you're right. Like, if this is the way things are going to be now, I guess it would be good for promoters for sure, and even the government to
Right.
just try. It doesn't hurt to try. You try and it succeeds, great. If it doesn't, then you just keep adapting, because that's, I think, the world we're in now. We just have to keep pivoting and moving, right?
Yep, big
You
facts.
all, right? Facts, right? You also participated in something online, and you know everybody knows you were born in Antigua. You left it for Trinidad. You were raised. I know for Antigua, you participated in. It was called the Virtual Walk for the Cure and Concert Hope. Can you tell me why it was important for you to be part of this festival, online festival?
Of course, it was definitely important. I lost my grandfather to cancer, and he was actually one of the biggest influences in my life. And for me to even be a part of something like that, bringing awareness and trying to get people to make some donations to somebody else that might be a little more fortunate than my grandfather was, we can now
Right.
help that person, is important to me.
Yeah.
It's important because we could save a life. We can change the direction of something negative with somebody just by making some effort. So for me, those things are very important, not just with cancer, but things like AIDS and even down to this COVID situation right now. Our objective is just to make sure that we can help as many people as possible. So once it's for helping people, I'm down for it.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you for helping people. Thank you for spreading the word. I have both parents that have been affected by cancer, but knock on wood, they both survived it. So for somebody
Good,
that can
good.
directly speak to it, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. So let's get to some of the new projects and the things you're doing
Uh-huh.
online, and because I love all this stuff. I want to first talk about YouTube. Oh
Mm.
my goodness. Let's talk about your season 1 and season 2 of A Drew Story. Can I tell you, I marathon this whole thing, okay? I'm already ready for when you do season 3. Talk to me about
Yeah.
why it was important to start A Drew Story. Where was like the inspiration for this?
True stories came from, man, over the last 5 years within my career, I've faced quite a bit of ridicule, quite a bit of judgment over things that I didn't think I was being fairly judged on.
Right.
But due to situations, and of course, some of the situations are beyond personal to me and the people around me, I decided that the best thing for me to do at that point in time was to stay quiet. But a
Mhm.
lot of the times, people look at silence as guilt,
Right.
and for me, it wasn't guilt. It was more of, okay, cool, I don't need to address the situation because I'm dealing with it the best way I can for the people that are around me and for myself. But I didn't really work out too well. And then when this pandemic hit, for everybody, we had times where we sat down and we started to reflect. I
Yeah.
don't think that there's no one during this pandemic, unless you were like truly sick, and even then, you had a
Mhm.
lot of time to just sit down and think. Like, oh man, you had a whole month of quarantine where you couldn't leave your house.
Yep.
So I started thinking, and there were things that were bothering me that I wanted to get off my chest. So what I did was I just decided to tell my story.
Right.
Now, based on a Drew story, is exactly that. It's my perspective. It's the way I see it. It's what I experience.
Mhm.
We try to bring in people that were part of those experiences to give their side of the story as well. So if people wouldn't really say, okay, cool, well, he's being biased or he's lying or he's this or he's that. And it worked out well. It put us in a position where people started to appreciate it. Now, I started it for that reason, what I explained to you.
Right.
But coming down to the middle of season 1, I started to tell these stories because I realized that there were so many people experiencing the same things that I was experiencing and didn't have a way out and didn't have a way to deal with it, or thought that being quiet about it was the best option. And for me, I just wanted to take that time now to share my experiences, so maybe it could have helped the next person, or it could change the direction of their thoughts. And I think it worked out well.
It did. It worked out really well. I'm not gonna give anything away for your seasons, but my favorite story is the one where you and King Bubba are in the hotel
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
and the
Yeah.
water. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna tell people, make sure you go to Ricardo Drew's YouTube and watch this, because that story is my ultimate favorite,
Yeah.
and the fact that y'all took off, that was great. That was great. I wanted to ask, on season 2, the opening picture and cover picture,
Uh-huh.
that's a picture of you when you were a child, right? How old were you in
Correct.
that picture?
Ah, man, I don't even know. I might have been maybe like a year, maybe 2 years. My grandfather was a fisherman. So like he'd come home with his bag and his ring of twine and everything. So like I just wanted to be like Gramps, you know what I mean? When I see Gramps, I just wanted to be like him. So I put on his boots, pick up his bag and put on his hat and I just want to go. I just let me go.
And this is why people have to appreciate you. And I'm gonna get to all the stuff that other stuff that you post your positive vibes every morning. But this is why I think a Drue story is so important, because you're right, it's relatable. We get to hear stories that it just sounds like us, like stuff we're going through. So have you ever, when you were doing it, did you ever at first feel like kind of apprehensive or scared that you were oversharing? Did that make you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, even some of the people that were in the videos at times, they'd be like, "Dog, you sure? You sure you want to talk about this? Like, this happened 4 years ago. You could just let it go." And I could have let it go. But you know what the difference was for me at the time? It was therapy for me.
Yeah.
You understand? And sometimes you can sit down and you can talk to a person, and although you're talking to a person, the way they regurgitate what you're saying to you is not necessarily what you feel or what you're trying to get them to understand. So I was legit doing self-therapy.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of sharing it with the world. And there were things that maybe I should not have gone so far deep in, but guess what? There is somebody in the world that has experienced it or is experiencing it. And maybe that just could be the difference.
Yeah, and you're right. Sometimes I think people forget that if you can release your truth, then you can appropriately and properly live in it. And I think that's the most powerful thing that anybody can experience. So the fact that, people as your fans are seeing you, this big soca artist, and he's just living his truth out here, and it's like, how can you not appreciate that? So thank you for doing that. And that leads me to my next question. You're very positive as a result. Like every morning, I see it shows up on my Instagram feed. You always put this positive vibration and motivation and these quotes. Where are you getting that inspiration from? Because I believe you're reading something, and I think you put it in one of your posts, but I want you to talk about it.
Yes. So every day, right, I have this, and I have to big her up all the time. I have this beautiful woman that she messages me every morning. Her name is Lisa McCool, right? She has a group in which she has selected a few people, and she every morning she sends us like a passage of her book, right? I believe it's Law of Positivism. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I think it's Laws of Positivism or something like that. Or positivity, something. It's just positive.
Yeah, it's positive, overly positive. And when she and I crossed paths in 2014 in a very, very negative way. And then in 2016, we crossed again, but in a different light. And she started to speak to me. And when she started to speak to me, she started to share certain things with me. So since then, every morning she'd wake up and she would send me a passage, and she would say, she wouldn't even say anything. She'd just send a passage, and it was up to me to read it, not read it, whatever the case may be. But every morning, it almost felt like every passage she sent to me was just something that I needed to share. Now, of course, there are other artists that she shares it with. There's Marshall Montano. I believe there's Cohen Dubois. There's some people from Antigua as well, and they're gonna post. So usually I'll get a message, hey, so you have to copy Marshall. And I'm like, copy Marshall with what? And then they send me a screenshot of my post and his post. And then I asked them, did you read the passage? And then they say, yes. I said, do you understand it? They say, yes. I said to them, oh, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all that matters. You don't need to know anything else. You don't need to see anything else. That's all that matters. So, we do it just to shed some light for people.
Yeah, and I think at this time, with everything going on in the world, with the fact that we're almost at the end of the year, I think we're like 3 weeks left, like this is what people need. So, bless you and bless every artist that's been doing that, because you know, as much as we're in this pandemic and we're looking to our friends and family, to see those positive reinforcements come from people that we admire, that we listen to, and your music uplifts us, which we'll get to. You know, I see it every morning. So for me, I always stay positive. Like, one thing my mother has taught me, and I hope, you know, other people too, is, you know, put your feet on the ground, touch the ground, and give God thanks for just at least waking up. Right, and from your posts and from the quotations that you put, that's what I feel. And I think if we can all start the day like that, I think we'll just get through everything as much as we can, the best we can, right?
Indeed. The next thing I'm doing too is I'm doing this 21-day meditation. You should go do it, guys. You should go do it. So
are you doing? I did it too, and I did it. It was a Deepak Chopra meditation. The 21-day, you get the audio and you do the activity. People don't understand the power of staying positive and the power that attracts to you in your life. So you're right. I've done it, and I keep the audio and go to bed with it. I'm telling. And are you starting this now?
Well, actually, I'm on tomorrow will be my day 21. Yeah.
Oh, will it? Oh my God. We'll have to talk after you're done, because I need to know your take on it. I loved it. I did it during the summer, and you know, as much as you stay positive, but when you have these reinforcements, it's an amazing thing to see how things change. I wasn't doing this before I started it, and then all this stuff just started happening, and it's just been amazing. So I'm so glad you're on day 21. Yes. Yes. I love it.
Yeah,
so I gotta ask, when can we get season 3 for A Drue Story? Hello.
Season 3 is going to take a little while, and why? Because season 1 and season 2 we were doing them episode by episode. So like on Monday I'd record episode 2 for Thursday, you know, and then for me, what I wanted to do with the team, and what the team wanted to do as well, is that we wanted to make sure that we have all the episodes recorded. So, you know, season 1 and season 2 were a little deep. They were a little deep, you know what I mean? Like we went into stuff with my father, we went into stuff with my grandmother and my life and the breakup song and whatever. So what we're looking to do with season 3 is we're looking to make it a little bit lighter, a little bit more, okay, you know, so you've seen the bad, but this is also the good now. You know, this is what happens when we travel, and this is some of the good things that we can experience. And so that's what we're doing with season 3. But of course we have a little bit of restrictions with Mr. 19 over there.
Yeah. I know, I get it. Okay, so we'll wait. I'm waiting patiently, so I'm excited to see what you bring for season 3, to see now the flip of that will be entertaining. So let's talk about the music now, because you've just been dropping songs. My first question, let me go to Southman first, okay? I gotta talk about Southman. I love this song, it's hilarious. The only thing is, I'm not of Trini descent. Like, my background is Guyanese, so I need to know, what am I missing if I don't have a Southman? Can you explain to me what the song means?
Okay, so the song has 2 explanations, and I'm going to explain this to you and everybody else. I like to talk about this. Southman, of course, is a man, this is definition 1, a man that is from the south side of wherever you are at. So in America, you have Florida, you have maybe a little Atlanta, you know what I mean? So that's your Southman, okay? But Southman is also a man that knows his way around the south side of a woman. You understand? So the north is up here. You know what I mean? So a man that is Shamsi, born in Texas.
Sham, stop your madness, Sham. Stop him.
Big up yourself.
Watch when he said Toronto is south to this guy.
Yeah. So once the man knows his way around the south side, you know, and he's very experienced and knows his way, he's a south man. So if your man, if you have one, he is experienced and knows his way around the south side, then you don't have to worry what about you missing. You have the south man. Well,
I guess I gotta look for the south man then.
Find one, find one. New Year's coming up, you know.
Don't kill me. I get it. Okay, so now I understand. It's funny because I was on YouTube and I got a big up Rambunction. So he was doing, you know, a video of reactions to Saltman, and then he went and did his own Town Man version.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I was,
yeah,
have
yeah,
you
yeah.
seen it? I have to send it to you.
I saw it, I saw it. But you
This shit
see,
is hilarious.
even that, some of the best tongue man does come from South.
I did. Then I did.
We
I'm turning red.
listen. I see Tisha in the group. Big up Tisha, one of my ladies of the nation. Big up yourself.
Hi, Tisha.
Molecule. I could never say her name. Molecules. Big up yourself. He packing. Who you talking about?
I don't know who he talking about. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Chad is causing trouble. You see story here?
Of course.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so now I've got my explanation. Why did you even make this song? How did you come up with the inspiration for this?
Well, I can tell you this came from one of my producers and the engineers that I work with very closely. His name is Nikolai. So we're in the studio recording. I believe it was Homesick or a song named Juicy. And he is saying to me, boy, I have this song called Southman, right? And he is like, you know, some y'all just want piggy, a piggy, piggy, a piggy, piggy. So I'm like, you know, that bad, you know. So he goes home, he demos the whole thing, and he's all he's doing is hooba shooba hooba shooba hooba 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 shooba hooba throughout the whole song, right? No lyrics. And he's like, Rare, write that out for me. Let me see. So I sit down with it and I pen the whole thing. Like, you know, what lyrics he didn't have there, I just pen.
Right.
And then I was like, you know, when I was recording it now, I said, you know, I'm Antiguan. I was born Antiguan, but I was raised on the south side of Trinidad, right? So I said to myself that people in Trinidad would bun me out because they're going to say, oh, well, he's not Trinidadian, right?
Of course.
So I reached out to Dev and I said, Dev, I have a song because he's from South. He's from actually where I was raised to, Koki. So I said, Dev, I have this song for you. Yeah. I said, Dev, I have this song. I would like you to feature on the song. If you like it, let me know. If I send the song to Dev at 5 o'clock, at 5:04, Dev called me back. I'm doing it. You understand? And I was just like, okay, cool. And the rest was history. But we decided we weren't just going to release it like everybody, you know, put it out and do a blast. No, we took it and we leaked it. So we sent it to a few South DJs. We sent it to a few South people. And we let it just grow off the ground, and it's been crazy. It's actually one of the songs that's getting some good love in Trinidad for me right now.
It is a crazy. So I know that because I have a radio show here in Toronto, so we play it on Vibe 105.5 FM. We got to big up Dr. J because he's been killing it on Soca Therapy for Flow 93.5 in Toronto. So Toronto, I mean, we love all your music anyways. We make sure we play everything that Drue makes.
Appreciate you.
But this song has been crazy. Like, I love all the TikToks I'm seeing. And somebody just wrote in the chat, Red Woman Loves Salt, man. You see story? This song causes trouble.
It is the truth. It is the truth.
I love it. Now that I have this explanation, I mean, I think I knew in my head, but I just needed you to tell me. You made me red like your shirt. I'll tell you that. Well, let me talk about Jumbie Walk. I know you mentioned it earlier. Another song receiving tons of airplay. Obviously, I want to big up Mr. Roots, Lil Natty, Tunda, Dash. How did you guys all get together to make this song? So you said this song was made, what, 2016?
2017, just like Homesick. Homesick and Jumbie Walk were songs that were created in 2017. And when this pandemic hit, I wanted to do big up Darlin 32. I wanted to do some of the older stuff. I wanted to, you know, just rejuvenate it, give it some more life. So like, who could I reach out to give this song some extra vibe? And I said, Sham, I want somebody from Grenada. Initially, we were going to approach Lava Man, but Lava Man started his own business, so he was real busy with, you know, doing the cooking and all these other things. So, you know, we have a good relationship with Natty and Thunder, so I reached out to Natty. Just like with Dev, I sent the song to Natty and I said, hey, if you like it, let's do it. The man said, yo, let's do it now. I got my vocals back in 3 to 4 days from them. We did over the animations with Rembunction, and after that, the rest was history, man. Like I have been fighting to get a song in Grenada for a long time. Asham, we've been fighting for a long time to get a proper song in Grenada. So when the song released, to see people sending me all these videos and to hear,
videos have been crazy. Who's the one, the two dudes? I forgot his name. The two guys that do. Yeah, yo, they're sick. When I saw that video, I died laughing. Like I literally played that video about 50 times because they do it so good.
Yeah. So big them up, man, and you know I can't wait till outside opens up again so I can go to Grenada and have some fun, man. Look, there's so many things that I'm not gonna take for granted anymore.
Yeah, for sure. I think that goes for everybody. And let me talk about a positive song because you're so positive. Lift Me Up. Last week I was able to interview King Verse, so big him up. DJ Crown Prince is on my list I want to get at, but I have you as well. 3 of you got this track, Lift Me Up, so positive. I want you to talk about your experience and involvement with this song and, you know, getting together with these guys and dropping your track and your lyrics on the song.
Well, first and foremost, Lift Me Up is King Verse's song, right? King Verse had this song done. He and Crown Prince had their direction, and one day Prince picked up the phone and he said to me, he said, Rick, you know, I've been watching your Drue stories and I think I have a song for you. I don't want the regular, you know, party songs. I actually want you to express yourself the way you've been expressing yourself in your stories. So he sent me the song. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. If Prince sent me the song in August, I legit recorded the song maybe late September because the lyrics and what I was feeling to put it in song was pretty hard for me to do because of the experience and the things that I wanted to say. So, you know, I kept thinking to myself, man, should I say this? You know, what if one day I make a mistake and my son says the same thing about me? And, you know, so those are the things that really had me really confused. But again, it was me overthinking. So I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna do it and put it out. So I have to say big up to Crown Prince. That's my uncle. Big up to King Verse. And I'm just glad to be a part of such a special record. Big up JJ Peso 0902, my brother. Big yourself up.
Hey, I love it. I love all the people like just dropping the comments and the fire emojis. And that song is so amazing. Like when I was talking to King Verse about it last week too, it's just like, it's crazy how, you know, even though you guys dropped your vocals at different times, it's just so on point. But people have to realize you're talking about the same things that we're going through and how to stay positive, and that, you know, King Verse has said too, it's all about choice, right? Like you have a choice to follow a path one way, or you're going to follow a path a different way, and then you're going to find out what that repercussion is. So try to stay positive and lift each other up. I love it. I love it. I wanted to talk about, you know, your fan base. We know, even just watching everybody in the comments, you have a very loyal fan base. If you were going to stand in front of a crowd of your most loyal fans right now, back on stage performing, what would be the first song that you would want to perform live?
I would probably sing Stamp Your Name.
Yeah, I was just listening to that.
I was probably sing Stamp Your Name, or I would probably sing Homesick.
Yeah,
one of the two. Now, I have a lot of songs, because for me, Stamp Your Name just has that nostalgic. This moment right now is the most important moment ever. You know, that the moment before is gone, the moment after is not here yet. This moment is the most important moment. So let's just do something right now that we can remember. You know, so if I leave here in the next moment, man, at least I'll have this memory. So it would either be that or Homesick, because I could also imagine, you know, first fete, everybody's outside, and oh man, it is the emotion. Oh, Jano, like I'd probably kiss the stage if I wasn't worried about germs.
I can only imagine, like I was saying, like of all the artists that I've interviewed so far in these 2 seasons, like, you know, I always say, even just as an MC, when I stand in front of a crowd to host a show, it's one thing when you get vibes and energy, right? Especially you guys as an artist. But now when we do come out of COVID, because I'll stay positive, and you guys are going to perform, I can only imagine the flood of energy. Because you're right, you're going to see people hugging each other, having their drinks, and the music's going to come on.
Yeah.
It's just going to
You know,
be so
you know
overwhelming.
what it is to be able to know you could hug your friend and not worry if they cough, they're gonna give you something. Like
Right?
when that time comes back, it's gonna be so crazy. It's gonna
Yeah.
be look, there's so many things that we took for granted from 2019 back that we are probably not. You know what? Some people still probably will, but the majority of us, I think there's gonna be a huge shift. So
Yeah. And it's going to be great. I think I can't wait. Like, it'll be a shift in energy for just people. It'll be a shift in music between, you know, artists, and then just watching you guys, you know, come out and put out your music. And this is going to lead me to my next question. Who's maybe top of your mind next that you want to collaborate with, and why?
um to be real honest with you, man, like the top of my mind right now, I'm not on anybody in soca. I'm not on anybody in dancehall. I'm thinking like I think like Neo.
You know what's so
James.
funny? You're gonna laugh. Before I had written this question down, and this morning I was like, you know, I know your history. Some of it you've been involved with R&B in your early
Mhm.
career when you were with the bands. And I said to myself, when I asked this question, I wonder if he's gonna say R&B, because it would be cool as a
Yeah,
fan to watch you as an artist flip back to that. So Neo
yeah,
would be awesome, the two of you together. Like, do you think
yeah.
you would dabble in an R&B track for real?
I mean, say less. I'll be there. I'll be just call my name, man. Now, but it would either be Neo or I'm also a big fan of Bruno Mars, so it would either be one of the two of them.
Oh, Bruno Mars is an amazing artist. Oh my God, you guys, look, we're gonna manifest that for 2021 and beyond. That would be dope. Like, it would be cool. Because, I mean, everybody knows you as the soca guy. You know, you were with Roy Cape, and, you know, you were doing all this stuff, but your early career, you were in
Yeah,
that genre of music. So it would be cool now, because you've grown as a person, as an artist,
yeah,
as a man, as a father, to watch all that positivity and love translate into an R&B song. I'm going to say, as a fan, I would love to see you do it, just so you know.
yeah. It'd be
That was
cool.
top of my mind this morning. I thought about you. Okay, I have this one question, and I think it's kind of funny. Ricardo Drue's in the shower, okay?
Hmm.
Getting his groove on. I'm giving the ladies a visual. What are you singing?
Okay, so this is crazy, right? Um, I feel good. I knew that out, and you know why? Because my sons have been singing this for the last month. Like they just keep singing it over, and if you see them right now in the kitchen and they're dancing away, like watch them, watch them, watch them. And look, like I and there's also Return to Innocence.
Ah,
By what's her name? What's her name? What's her? I can't remember her name, but Return to Innocence.
yeah.
That and I feel good.
Oh my goodness, I love that. Now we gave the ladies all a good visual. I had to ask you that question. That one I thought about this morning too. I'm like, what will Ricardo Drue be singing in the shower? You know, we've been bigging up RiddimStream and Sham, and somebody you talk about on your Drew stories.
Enigma is the name. Yes, yes. Thank you.
Yes, Enigma. Thank you. Wicked song. Such a great song. So we've been talking about Sham, RiddimStream. Tell us about how the two of you got together and how important your relationship isn't just like to you as a person, but also like to your brand and your team and that involvement with RiddimStream.
Man, Sham and I met. Whew, it's almost so long ago. I can't even remember.
Way
But
back.
I knew that he was working with a company called Danger Zone, and at that point in time, my only objective in my career was to get to the next level.
Right.
And I felt like Sham and a couple of people around would be the best people to help me to get to that point. And you know, we sat down and we spoke, but Sham just has this you know kind of vibe to him, right? Look, that's Sham happy, that's Sham sad, that's Sham angry. So like at the time, like you don't know if Sham's into what you're doing, if he's not into what you're doing, if he thinks you're cool, if he thinks you have the vibe.
I thought it was just me, but it's true because I never know.
So you know, it's like okay. So we keep working, and then one day Sham and I just connected. Like we connected, like it didn't hit right away, but like maybe like a year or two later. And I remember, you know, we went into this, I think it was 2009, 2010. We were going into this different part of the journey where like I was going into my solo career, and Sham at that time was working, like he was working AT&T kind of thing. And this man would work like 24 hours days and stuff like that. And you know, he'd make like $1,400 today, and $600 would go to what we doing, or you know, like a $500 would go to what we doing. So like for me, it was always that effort that, you know, and Sham is also that type of dude that if you pick up the phone, he's either going to answer or give you a reason as to why he can't answer you. And you know, as an artist, that's what you need. You need somebody just to always be there. I mean, I can't tell you our relationship was perfect. We had times where we fell out. We had times where we stopped talking. We had times where, you know, all kinds of stuff happened. And then it was one of the Drue stories. It was a time the police tried to lock us up, and they like both of our licenses were suspended, and the cop asked, "Who's driving?" And I'm like,
I remember the story.
And so when we walked out, he's like, "Yeah, man, I know I can get in trouble with you." So you know what I mean? So, and our relationship is just like that, man. He was born on the 30th of July. I was born on the 31st. So you know, it's a good relationship. So big up, Sham.
You can big up Sham. You guys are like brothers from another mother. That's pretty much it. I love it. And you know, no relationship is perfect. I think business or friendship, if you don't go through those hills and valleys, and you guys aren't able to make it out on the other side, then I don't think anybody's really experienced a real business or a real friendship. That's my opinion on that. I think that's the only way you're gonna grow is from your mistakes, right? I also wanted to ask, you know, if because during the pandemic, obviously, as an artist, it stopped a lot of what you could have done, and then you have to replan. If Ricardo Drue was not doing music, is there something else you would want to be doing?
No, yes. So initially, I wanted to do law. Like that's what I was studying. You know, I was studying law for a while, and then decided music is where I really wanted to go.
Right.
But, you know, over the last month, I've been in the gym, and I've just been working out. And I'd get up and I'd look myself in the mirror when I'm finished, and I'd say, you know, you could be a firefighter. And I'm like, you know, maybe. And it's just been on my mind the last couple of days. Like, why can't I do that? So it's something I've been thinking about.
Oh, that would be interesting. I'm sure plenty human would like Drue sliding down a pole. I'm just saying.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I had to take it there. So I gotta ask, have you been? Because I heard a little rumor you might have been in the studio. You know, are you recording any new stuff? What can we expect from you for 2021?
Yeah, man. We haven't stopped recording. We've been recording for a long time now. And in 2021, you could expect, yeah, Sham, no, right? No. You can expect an album. We're doing another album. The first album out right now is the Homesick album. So if you haven't gotten that, people, go check it out. Go get it. Go cop the Homesick album. But you can expect a new album in 2021. Come, buddy, come.
Is this exclusive news?
Sorry, guys. My son is trying to get me to do all kinds of stuff now that I'm busy.
Oh, they can come say hi. Which son is this?
This is Tristan. You want to say hi? Come say hi. Don't mind his head. He's a little wild head right now.
That's okay.
Ah, hello.
Oh, hi, Tristan.
Say hello. Say hi.
Hi.
How are
Say
you?
Good.
I heard you were dancing.
I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na. I knew that I would.
I like
Whoa.
eating Rice Krispies. Rice Krispies are my favorite.
Yes, Rice Krispies and spilling soda all over the floor.
Oh, wonderful. So, new album. Is that an exclusive
Yeah.
drop here? Nobody knows about that yet? Damn.
Well, the type of album that we're going to be dropping, nobody knows about. But we're going to be doing it a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'll still be defending soca. So we're doing what we do. New album. I'm not sure. We have 3 different names for the album, so we're not sure what we're going to call it just yet. But that is for sure. And you can look forward to some collaborations in the 2021 months to come, I guess. So yeah, we have some things. We have some bullets in the gun. We have some goodies in the bag, man.
I love it. I can't wait. This is exciting because, all the music that you drop is just, it's always unique. It's very much Ricardo Drue's flavor. And I love that about you. Like, you can always tell when it's your song because it has that I can't explain it. There's just a different flavor from you, from other people. And it's just like, yeah, that's a Drue song. Yeah, that's a Drue song. Southman for me is probably my favorite now. So it's great. So I want to do the giveaway right now with people that are on the live because I think we have enough. So for everybody locked on, I'm going to get Ricardo Drue to ask a question. And whoever puts the answer first in the chat is going to win the gift basket courtesy of T's Gift Shop and Planet Soca. And now this basket will be shipped to anybody, whoever wins it anywhere around the world. We're not discriminating. There's no liquid in the basket, but there are some goodies. There's Planet Soca, RiddimStream, T's Gift Shop merch. There's wonderful chocolates and everything like Christmassy. So, Ricardo, can you please ask our people in the chat the skill question that we were asking for them to win the basket?
Okay, so the question that we supposed to be asking, right? The question we discussed.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, guys. The question is, now this is somebody answer already body language. Question is, this is a hard question, guys. What was my first mega hit?
What was his first mega hit? Somebody write it. You know what they're doing, right? They gone to go Google it. Dreaming? No. Vagabond. Shiny Whiny. I see you. I'm going to screenshot that. Shiny _ Whiny is the first person that got it. It's Vagabond.
Joey, you don't count, bro. You don't count, Joe.
Yes, Shiny Whiny. So Shiny _ Whiny, big up your damn self. You won. I'm going to see if I can pin the comments so I don't forget. There we go. Shiny Whiny, big up yourself. What I name it? Not just Tiny Whiny, Shiny Whiny.
Yep. Big up
Ricardo,
yourself,
can
Shiny
you
Whiny.
tell everybody where they can catch you on social media, how they can look at your It's Drue story on YouTube? Give everybody all the 411.
Well, before I do that, I just want to say to everybody out there, there's been a time in my career where I used to look and see certain things going on and wonder to myself, why am I support? Where are my supporters? How come they don't stand up with me? They're not behind me. And over the last couple of years, I've seen a drastic change where that's concerned. And I don't know if the change came with me or if it just came with a difference in direction. But I just want to say to big up everybody that's been supportive. My fans are the best fans in the world. I don't even call them fans. My supporters, my people of the ID Nation, they are the best in the world. So thank you to all of you guys. You can stay in touch with me at It's Drue. That's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Drue World Order. Now that's DRUE. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube. Go subscribe to my YouTube, people. Check it out. That is youtube.com/Team Drue. DRUE. I love you guys. I love you guys. My favorite is stamping him to Stisha.
Yeah, that one's his favorite too. I have another request before you
Tell
go
me.
and leave us. Do you think you could give us a sample of anything? If it's your favorite song or any new song, maybe like a 30-second sample, give us a little something, something.
This fete is my home. And when I'm not fetting, I'm homesick. Oh, this fete is my home. And when I'm not fetting, I'm homesick. So right now, let's do something they'll remember. We go stamp, we footprint as we name. We go fed from right now until December. And next year we go do it all again. Say, whole day we drinking and we don't need no chaser. Rum in our system, cause I'm a vagabond. I the way that I jamming in the one. They calling me a hooligan. Rum again. What we say? Drink, drink. Boy, I'm mixing, boy, I'm mixing.
I know. I love it. Ricardo Drue, thank you so much for being here. We love you. And I think to speak to what you said, I think your growth as an artist speaks for itself for people who didn't back you. That's what I think. Because I've been a fan since I learned about Vagabond. I did my research. And I think maybe just your growth as a person has reflected that, and people just, you know, people are always loyal the way they're loyal, right? So I think maybe your growth as a person, as a man, as a father, as an artist, and that's why people are like, you know what, we need to take this guy seriously. So thank you. Just thank you for growing and continuing to do the amazing things you're doing as an artist. I can't wait for this next album to come because I have streamed everything you got. My Spotify loaded. Thank you so much for being here on The Zone, episode 3. Big up RiddimStream and all our sponsors for just hooking this up. Ricardo, you're amazing. I want to talk to you when you put out the next album and do a follow-up. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Well, let's make it happen, man. And of course, big up Tisha, big up Tenny, big up RiddimStream, Cupid, everybody that was tuned in. Much love, much love. And of course, thank you for being so great. We'll stay in touch, guys, and be safe out there. Out there.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bless up you and your children. You guys have a good one.
You too.
All right. Bye, Ricardo.
Later.
All right. That was it. That was episode 3, season 2 of The Zone. Chiny Whiny, we will be in touch. We're going to find out how to get that basket shipped to you. Thank you so much, everybody that tuned in. This is such a great thing. I love doing it. Next week, Saturday, December the 12th. What is that? Today's what? The 5th? So December the 12th will be our last episode for season 2. And then we'll have season 3 coming in the new year. Wait till you see who our last guest is. It's going to be good. Big up all our sponsors, RiddimStream, Mavert Customs, DJ Simply Smooth, Mr. Roots, InVIBE Gear, Board Games. I hope I didn't forget anybody. I think that's all 6. And of course, Mooney's Entertainment. Thank you guys so much as well. T's Gift Shop. Thank you so much for the donation of the basket. And Chiny Whiny, congratulations. We will get in touch with you. I'll see y'all next week, Saturday.